is up? It's Ryan Wiles here again. I've gotten a request on how I make movies or videos with my iPhone using iMovie. Just here to help a couple people out because they asked me and they didn't know how to do it, so I want to help show. And if you're liking what you're seeing, go ahead and click that like button and then click on that subscribe button and ring that bell so you get those notifications every time I post. But without further ado, we are going to get into it.
Signals of an unknown entity.
Alright, so let's get into this. Hit that plus button, select that movie icon, go over to your drop down center and hit videos. I have everything favorited here, so won't be any kind of mishaps. And we'll go over, select all the videos we want in this thing. And fun fact, you can actually trim your video right here, right now. But I don't ever do that. I just like to drop everything in my timeline and go from there. I don't know why. Just a little handy thing that I learned not long ago. But yeah, let's go ahead and get all these clips selected and then we'll start the real work. Okay, so we got all of our clips in the timeline here. Let's scroll back to the beginning and we're going to talk about transitions. This is where it's pretty fun. This is what makes things more viewable. So I'm going to delete this transition I have and I'm going to turn into a hard cut. So what if you didn't like that cut and you wanted an actual transition? Go ahead and go back in your transition tab and you can select the length of certain transitions, by 5, 10, 15, 20 seconds. And that'll help you out when you're editing if you need an extra couple seconds doing something or the other. You can also split that video in half and add another transition if you want to. You can move that clip around by touching holding on it slightly. Some transitions actually have a different variant. 9 times out of 10, whenever you select a transition, if it's a fade, it's going to be faded to black, but you can change that. If you touch the transition and then down at the bottom where you're selecting those transitions, if you touch the same transition, you can actually change it from black to white. So as you saw right there, now we have a white transition and it looks different. And it's gonna be kind of cool when we finish our product here. All right, so now we got our transitions down and say our clip is just too long. I'm gonna teach you how to trim it. So you select your clip, it should be highlighted with yellow bars on each end. You can grab, say you want the beginning to be shorter, grab the left side of it, slide it in a little bit, pay attention to the timer at the top because that'll tell you how long your video is going to be, your little clip. And yeah, that's how you trim a video. So you got transitions, you know how to trim your videos, and now we're missing audio. So what if you have a sweet song and you want to drop it in? Got you. Click that little plus button, go down to your audio or your files, and then you can select through your music, soundtracks, or different sound effects to add into your video here. So I'm gonna drop a song that I've bought from iTunes, and it's gonna drop in as a background song. But I'm gonna try to move this to start at a certain point, and it doesn't work. It just won't let you do it. So you switch that from background music to foreground, and then you have some flexibility with your entry point of your song. And also don't slide it like I just did right there. That's gonna trim the video. Sorry, it's gonna trim your song and you're gonna miss out on some of the intro to your song. Just try to move it around the best you can. Okay, so we have our song in, but what if we need to fade some audio when we're speaking? So what you can do is you can split it and go down to the little volume button at the bottom left, and you can switch back and forth between trim and fade. So this means that now we have some options to fade in our music or just altogether turn the volume down. So you can just go ahead and slide it to a comfortable listening volume or whatever you need to do at that point in time. Slipping in here next, I'm going to show you how to put a song title in here. So you can go to the little bottom left again, and you can select a text tile, and there are generated formats that you can throw text into. How about that? Just keep it simple, or, you know, just try to do the most epic thing you can. Can't do any like super crazy moving text or anything, but I just keep it simple and the point gets across. This isn't Adobe After Effects. Once again, this is iMovie, and you're pretty limited to what you can do. Alright, so moving on, what if we need to slow something down? The bottom left hand corner will show you a little speedometer icon that you can click on, and that'll show you the speed of that little clip you have selected. So we've slowed this one down, but since it's shot in 24 frames a second, it looks really choppy when you slow it down. So the faster frames a second you're shooting in, the better it'll look when you slow it down. But also you can speed things up, and that looks fine. You can't really tell because it's moving so fast, but you can pick and choose all the speeds that you want to do. Say you want to slow this water down or make it move faster, you got it. Right there it is. It's pretty easy. So you're bored with the way it looks and you want to amplify something, down at the bottom left hand corner has something in store for you. The three little circles right there at the far right of the bottom left hand corner will pop up a filter tab menu that you can go ahead and play all day. So I liked this silent era looking one, and that's what we're going to go with. Something else to keep in mind, if the filters aren't your style or you're just trying to go for a different look, you can actually go to your camera roll and select the individual video. Like say you were just going to watch a video out of your camera roll, and you can go to edit. Once you hit the edit tab, you can actually color grade your videos from there. I never knew that. My mind was blown when I found that. Just figured I would throw that in there, so that's another step. And that about wraps up the basics to iMovie. I believe I showed you everything I need to show you to get started. But if you have any questions, you can hop down in that comment section. I'm available almost all the time. Go ahead and leave me a comment, ask me, DM me something. But while you're down there, go ahead and go over to that little thumbs up. Give me that like if you liked it. And go ahead and subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll show you that product here. Roll that sweet buttery B-roll, baby! Alright, so that was everything. If you know anyone that needs to know how to learn iMovie, I can teach them. Just show them this video, click on your little link, share it, send it, tweet it, blog it, I don't care. Show them and they will learn. But that is everything from me. I hope you had a great day, and let's go get some hot dogs. Glizzies. Peace.